I'm Julia, and we're growing up without borders. And today we're going to take you on a tour of Vilnius, Lithuania. Come along with us.
We are right now in Poland still, and the girls are having so much fun doing back to school shopping. Really funny because we're actually going to be going home, and then we're packing and heading to America next. So I was trying to tell the girls that we can get all this stuff. Plus, we're not going to be packing it in our suitcases to go. But they're just having a heyday. They love all this back to school shopping stuff. So we're leaving Poland right now, and we're going into the direction of Lithuania, and then from there, we left our passports in Geneva because we were trying to get visas, which is a whole other story. We were going to go to Russia originally, and just to get the visas required writing down every single country that we've been to in the last 5 years. And that's crazy because you have to know the dates and everything, and they control your passport. So that was a little tricky, and it wasn't filled out correctly, and blah, 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 so it didn't go through. So anyway, long story short, we're getting our passports sent to us by DHL to Lithuania, and from there we're going to cross into Belarus. So there's our plan for the next few days. Here we go. We're driving into Lithuania. So we just arrived tonight here in Lithuania, and we were a little bit confused as to which building it was because there's like two number ones, and they both had the same entrance to the door codes. So we were able to use the door code to two different spots. So thankfully, we didn't bring in all of our luggage because we've learned that in the past, when you arrive somewhere, typically, like by the time you find it and blah, 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 it might take a while. So good thing, because we would look like these crazy people walking up and down the street with all of our luggage. So anyway, this is what it looks like. It's a little scary from the outside, but wait till you see inside. Oh my gosh, where are we staying? That was my first impression. So there we go, we're coming in. I think some little girl just locked me out though. She did.
Greetings.
Greetings. Are you gonna show me around?
Yeah, I'm tired because it was a long drive.
It was a long drive, but this is our home, away from home, oops, for the next 2 nights. So
we have the kitchen.
Pull-out couch.
And a nice TV.
Yeah, and it's right, just to show you where we are, we're literally in the old town. So like right outside there's like cafes and different things like that.
And it comes with some coffee.
Best of all, right?
Yeah,
they have an espresso
water.
coffee maker.
And then
Very nice.
this way.
So the girls are going to share a bed. We're going to squeeze in here for the next couple nights. That's the bathroom. This is the bedroom here. It's really, really cool. And looks like this. It looks like they have this like little loft kind of area. Someone's ringing the doorbell.
Ooh, what's that?
And here is the bathroom. There you go. So this is the home for the next 2 nights. So we stayed right here in the heart of Vilnius, right downtown. And we didn't, for me anyway, I didn't fall asleep right away because outside of our room was like this kind of like disco bar thing, and they were playing like this loud bass, boom, boom, boom.
I fell asleep right away. I was so tired.
Yeah, I was really tired, and then I ended up putting like a towel on my head, and that helped me sleep. So I woke up with really massive bedhead. Anyway, so today we're gonna go discover this city. It's a small city, very, very small. There's this one main street, which we're on right now. And on this street, you see many different shops and cafes and restaurants. And they even have name brand stores, which is very surprising, like Burberry and different stores like that.
And I hope we go and find some new, really Lithuanian food from the country.
You want to taste the food?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be really good, similar comfort food. And what else is interesting? Okay, so Lithuania, they actually make their own perfume. And so I would love to see if they have any of that in any of the stores and try it out. Here in Lithuania, I've actually saw already 3 people with this hairstyle. It's guys' hair, and what they do is they shave all around the sides and then they put it like a little bit of a ponytail. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. So it basically is like this. So they shave all around and then the top has like a little ponytail. I just wanted to explain to you guys who this guy is, this horseman. He's off of his horse, and it's one of the very few in the world that you will see, because most monuments with a horse always have the horseman on him. And this guy is like the founder of Vilnius, and he preferred diplomacy over fighting, and that's why he's got his arms like this with his sword, and he's off of his horse. That's what that signifies.
Okay, so behind me is their cathedral, and it's 800 years old. And if you want to see a nice view, you can go up their bell tower here. And apparently the Pope named this their basilica, I think I'm saying it. And apparently it's like more important than the cathedral. And here it's more Catholic, and if you go towards north, like towards Latvia, it's more Protestant. Okay, so we're going to talk about some fun facts about Lithuania. So, did you know that Lithuania borders 4 countries? Poland, Belarus, Latvia, and a little bit of Russia.
Boys.
Even the little boys do it.
Do what?
The hairstyle with the bun and shaking.
So Lithuania, unlike Poland, uses the euro. They are part of the European Union, of course, and so they use the euro, and they are
located on the Baltic Sea.
Yes. And Vilnius is kind of like in the southeast part of Lithuania. They speak Lithuanian, and sometimes most people can speak
Russian.
No, English.
Lithuania has some Indian words
that sound kind of Indian, and actually it's a very, very old language. So Lithuanian and Latvian go way back, like even before the Greek language. Did you know?
And to say thank you, go achoo. So it's very easy to say thank you.
Achoo. But you don't go achoo. You just say
achoo.
Achoo. We think.
Achoo.
This could be like a joke, because where do we get this from? Geography Now video. What if he's joking and we start saying achoo to everybody and it's like we're saying something really bad?
No.
The part that Julia was saying that is like with Russia is called Kaliningrad, and basically on the Baltic Sea, normally Lithuania would have all that access, but Russia has that one chunk. So they still have access to the sea, but a very smaller portion.
So right here, it's an illusion room. So you can go inside this place and take a bunch of pictures, so it looks like you're hanging upside down in a kitchen or all these things.
Jesus, this is what it looks like when you're inside?
Like a midget and a pretty tall giant, or all these things.
I'm not sure what these ladies represent. Maybe like a theater or something like that. And I believe we are in the new town, which is still an old town for us.
It actually separates into 3 parts. One part is like the new town where there's actually like skyscrapers, they said, or something. There's the old town, and there's also one that's like supposed to be something like the president. I forgot what it was. It was something about like politicians or something.
The political area, maybe?
Yeah.
So we just looked it up. And what it means is comedy, tragedy, and drama. So it's like a theater.
Watch Mrs. Doubtfire, but this statue behind me looks like a man dressed up as a granny, watching over the park.
So that's what we've set him to be. If we're incorrect, please let us know. But yeah, he's watching over the kids in the park. So one thing I noticed yesterday, I was going to get our paperwork done so that we can cross into Belarus tomorrow. And I was at a stoplight and there was no cars in sight, like none. And so I was standing there and I'm like looking and I'm like, I'm just gonna go. And this other guy was like on the other side and he just stood there like very still and like just stood there the whole time watching me go. And I was like, okay, clearly here they do not like go on a red light. And so we were just like at another red light. We're in the downtown city center, so there's a lot more people, and they were all stopped in the same thing. There was like no cars coming, so I'm like, okay, girls, let's go, And they just don't do that, so they're very like obedient to the law. So yeah, please don't get mad at me that I cross on red lights sometimes. Is that called jaywalking, or is jaywalking only when you cross like not on a crosswalk? Does anyone know? Do you guys know?
I'm not sure. Okay, so we see this coffee shop like everywhere, like literally every single street in every block. We got blueberries at that cafe.
Look at this. This is a really nice park.
It's a hammock. It's a little hammock.
Yeah.
And beanbags.
Beautiful. And then they have like a book sharing place. I think it's a book sharing place.
And then you take the book, you read it, and you put it back. So behind me, there's over 1,000 books to choose from. So you come here, you grab a book, you sit down, you read it, and then there's a librarian who sits there all day long. It's open from 8 to 10 at night, and you take a book. When you're done reading it, you give it to the lady, and she puts it back for you. And maybe it's vice versa. Maybe it's 10 to 8, 8 to 10, something like that. The cedar flag, I don't know if you can really see it, but basically it's yellow, green, and red. Yellow stands for wheat fields, green stands for forest, and red stands for patriotism.
Patriot. Here we go. Let's go see this cat cafe.
It's for kids above 6 years old.
Okay. It's a real cat cafe. So let me explain how this cat cafe works. So first of all, they have it advertised all over the city, so it is quite popular. When you come in, you have to have a reservation because their tables are full. So we may come back in a few hours, but we may not because it's like farther away from the downtown, from the old town I should say. We are in the downtown. So that's how it works, and it's kind of cool. You can't pick up the cats, but you can pet them, and yeah, they have cats around the cafe, so something that little Miss Angelique here would love to go do, right? Yeah. So you see that basket with the air balloon? This country has many, many, many
air balloons. Like I think there's even a festival of them all.
A hot air balloon festival?
Yeah, maybe. So right now we're in a museum learning all about like the different history and like seeing the cellars of the castle actually. This used to be the cellars like underneath the castle, but since there was wars and everything, they had to move their castle to a different location. So now like up above is that square. So this hill here used to have trees on it, but then they decided to remove it all, but then it started falling down. So they put, that's why you see like cement or like gravel or stones to like try to hold it in place. So it's like a challenge going through here. Like we tried going up here, didn't work. Tried going this way, didn't work. So we're gonna try to go around behind. It's like a challenge.
Okay, so if you're coming here and you're also trying to get up to this tower up there, this is how you do it, at least for now until they have those gates back opened up. So you come around right by the river here. So you go around the building, like around the hill basically, and all the way around and then up to the other side. So there is a way to get up.
So basically it looks like it could be a bit steep if it rained, but there's stairs and it's not far up, so I think we're good.
Yeah, and this is the entrance. It is pretty steep. So we're only part way up and you can already start to see a really nice view of the city line here. And just to give you an idea of what it's like, there's the girls going up halfway, tuckered out.
we just saw in the room down below was videos and images of the different times. So you can see like from the 19th to the 1785 and different things and see what it was like here. And then we came up some more. Now we're going to a different room. So if you didn't know, after the World War II, the Russians took over Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. And to regain their independence, and they regained it in 1989, they all held hands. So starting from the tower, going all the way through Latvia, going all the way up to Tallinn, 600 kilometers stretch. And people just standing there holding hands saying like, we want our independence. So that led the Russians saying, okay, you guys can each have your land back. So you can see here, starting from the tower, going all the way through. And see the road even? Going all the way. People just holding hands. Holding hands. Even little kids did it. Okay, so we're right now all the way up on the tower, and it's beautiful to see the whole town. So right now it's about 7:20 their time. It's an hour ahead if you didn't know compared to Central Europe. But I think the sun's starting to slowly go down, so it's beautiful right now. You see that tower over in the distance? That's the TV tower. What did they have here? Isn't it cute?
It is cute.
So this is one of their main squares.
Where are we going, Angelique?
We're going to eat authentic Lithuanian food.
We found this really cool restaurant, and it's authentic Lithuanian food. So there's things like pork here, blood sausage, really yummy options.
A potato pudding pie with pork ear.
This is like the authentic cold beet root soup, and they give you little potatoes to go with it, and sour cream. That's really good, believe it or not. Cold beet soup. All right, this is our food. Lots of potatoes in this skillet. We're not sure exactly what they're all about, but I think it's going to be really good. And we've got a little girl who's just waiting to get into it.
So here in Lithuania, they have a lot of amber. And as you can see, they do tons of things with it. And they even do chess.
Oh yeah, chess sets.
And a bow, it's really cool. About to go into another country. I'm just joking now, but they did want to be their own country. In the year 1997, they declared they want their own country and independence, and so they even have their own flag, currency, president, and an army and everything. So it's like their Bohemia area. Like lots of the artists or musicians lived in this district. This is actually the flag. This here is the Constitution written in different languages, so you can come and read it. To be happy, everyone has the right to be unhappy. Everyone has the right to be silent. Everyone has the right to have faith. No one has the right to right to violence. Everyone has the right to appreciate their unimportance. No one has the right to have a design on
eternity.
Eternity.
Everyone has the right to understand.
Everyone has the right to celebrate or not celebrate their birthday. Everyone has the right, so many things.
Of any nationality.
Everyone has the right to understand nothing. Everyone has the right to understand a whole bunch of stuff.
So it's very freedom, right?
Yeah.
Everyone has the right to die, but this is not an obligation. Everyone has the right to make mistakes. Everyone has the right to be unique.
Everyone has the right to love.
Oh, look at
Everyone
that.
has the right
Everyone
to love.
has the right to live by the river.
Everyone has the right to love and take care of the cat.
Aw, everyone has the right to cry. This one's for Angelique. It's number 10.
Everyone has the right to love and take care of the cat.
And then there's one for dogs. Everyone has the right to look after the dog until one of them dies. So this whole area is still a little bit run down, and there are squats, and some of the people are living inside of them. So I'm sure they're done up really nice inside. If any of you have ever seen a squat, I've been in some before, and on the outside it looks all run down, and then inside it's really well done, and art and cool things inside. So let's go see.
Look at the table up there.
Oh, that's hilarious. Look at this.
Don't they have TVs, swings?
It's very artsy how they like make it all like that.
Take a book and return.
This is what I was saying yesterday about their name brand stores. So, like, they have like these high name brands right here in their downtown, which I was surprised about. I wonder if this store has the perfume from Lithuania. I'm gonna go quickly check. I was just gonna say, so they didn't have the perfume in there, but we did smell a couple others, but I would have really liked to smell the perfume that Lithuania makes.
Strong.
It was strong? Yeah, they're very strong ones, really nice. I've never heard of their brands either, so it's obviously independent. So at first I thought these were city gates, but this was actually a church, and then was taken over by this one and that one and da-da-da-da. You know, the history goes back and forth. This area has been occupied by several different people, and so this church was as well. So these here are the old city gates. So in the 1400s, the country of Lithuania was so huge. It was one of the largest in all of Europe, if you can imagine. It occupied Belarus, the Ukraine, some of Russia. Then in the 1600s, it was actually considered the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. And it was so big, and then it even colonized countries in Africa and the Caribbean, like Tobago and Gambia and such. So it was pretty crazy. And now it's down to this tiny little country now. And not only that, it was like occupied by the Soviets. So yeah, for many, 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 many years. And we're about to show you something really cool that happened in their history. Julia might have talked a bit about it yesterday, but we're going to show you the point from which it started and what they did to kind of go against the communistic regime that they had. I just found somewhere that they have the scent of Lithuania. Here it is right here, and it's inside the tourism office. But I didn't smell it, so I can't tell you if it smells nice or not. I'm sure it does. So the perfumes that were on display there, they don't have samples so you can try, but they do at the main tourist information office, which is down by the Cathedral, the direction we're going now. And so I'm gonna go smell it. And he told me that it has the scent of like honey and burning wood. So we shall see.
So we wanted to go to the museum.
We thought it was the KGB museum, which...
Then it says the Museum of Genocide Victims, so we're like,
Not sure. I know it's going to be dark and heavy. That used to be a prison, right? When the Nazis were in power, and then the Soviets used it
as a torture chamber.
With torture chambers and stuff like that. So we're going to go check it out, but I'm not sure that we're going to go in.
Having fun, Angelique? Yeah. Let's see if he plays with it.
For a table of 6 because it's us and a cat. So behind me is the presidential palace, and the president's office is still there, and famous people such as Napoleon even stayed here, so pretty impressive. About this right here. Basically it had to do when they formed the 700-kilometer people joining hands against the Soviets and basically breaking through to their freedom from Soviet rule. As I'm saying this behind these dancers. So I stopped by the tourist office and sprayed a little bit of their perfume, the Lithuanian perfume, on the card. And it actually smells kind of fresh, kind of sweet. It's really nice. It's quite nice and lovely. They're doing some kind of ceremony here. Oh, they're raising the flags in front of the presidential building. So today we are on our way to Belarus, and I kind of wish we would have discovered this little area first and stayed here instead, because this is more my cup of tea. We're right here on a beautiful lake. This is only 30 minutes outside of Vilnius, and it's called Trakai. And just look at this. We've got a beautiful lake over here, and then just wait, coming up over here. Look at this. We've got a beautiful lake and then this magnificent castle of Trakai. How cool is that? So, 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 so pretty. This feels more like summertime. So this is our little picnic spot in front of this castle here in Trakai, and it's absolutely beautiful. And honestly, if you're going to Vilnius, don't miss this spot. I would actually suggest staying here instead and spending a day trip to Vilnius. I want to show you guys what we're eating. It's not like what we always buy on our little picnics. So you get this like pre-made garlic bread. It's already pre-sliced, really good. And we got Irish cheese, because it's so good. I have no idea what this is. Let me show you the picture of it. Kind of tastes like potatoes, but it's not really potatoes. So I'm not sure. We've got this red beet hummus. What else do we get?
Pink hummus.
Oh yeah, and then this salad here, which is like a Russian salad with peas and carrots and stuff. It's really good. Yummy, yummy-licious.
Thanks for watching our tour of Vilnius, Lithuania. Please subscribe, don't forget to give us a big thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Bye!